Now that Injustice 2 fever is officially among us, it's time to start deconstructing what these teasers and trailers mean for the game. Welcome to the first part of the Injustice 2 series, where we will be covering all things Injustice 2. Just hours ago, a new Injustice trailer was released, and many people, me included, were shocked and impressed at just how interesting these characters in the game developed into. The trailer did leave me with my jaws wide open, and with many questions but few answers. Not to worry, let's go through the trailer now to see what we can understand first. The trailer starts off with Regime Superman in chains and the narrator calling him a savior and a monster, while Batman is called both a guardian and a vigilante. Now it gives parallels and reveals depth in each of the two most famous characters of DC, saying that sometimes in the pursuit of righteousness, a hero might unintentionally become evil. Injustice players know this too well, as Regime Superman previously governed the world like a police state.
The preservation of life. So often, the justification for taking it.
The narrator reiterates the irony of doing good, that the price to pay for preserving life is to kill. Flashback to when Superman killed the Joker. He wanted to make the world safer, but deep inside, it was just an excuse to seek revenge for him killing Lois Lane and their baby indirectly. Once he did that, his moral code started to change and was more willing to remove whoever who opposed him permanently.
Humans, elevating those that keep guard, until they watch too close, and the so-called hero, condoning the very act he would condemn.
I think this is the most puzzling part of the trailer, because we are not used to seeing Batman just watching and in fact turning a blind eye to crime, in this case committed by Harley Quinn. At the end of Injustice 1, the members of the regime were captured and Regime Superman was left in a prison. Think about it, after this incident, would people start to hate these superheroes? How would Batman react? He knows very well that if he is too strict, he would become a Regime Superman himself, but things cannot be the same after the regime. Perhaps he is allowing this sort of violence to happen to justify the existence of superheroes. But this is certainly up for discussion. Remember to leave a comment with your opinion. That is Krypton, Supergirl's and Superman's home planet.
Transgressions of the past shape actions to come. As offspring turns into adversary.
Batman vs Damian Wayne, who is now on Regime Superman's side. No surprise here, given how this Robin has always been tolerant of killing and even praised Superman for killing the Joker in the Injustice comic. Also in the comic, he accidentally kills Nightwing, causing Batman to disown him. But I don't think this scene will be in the game, given how many people called this part of the story stupid.
Yesterday's loss leads to madness. And God becomes tyrant.
Basically, this is a recap of Injustice 1, to explain why Regime Superman became Regime Superman.
Becomes outcast. Becomes dust. As factions dissolve and form. And lust for power enslaves all.
Now, in the next part, you will be treated to a Supergirl vs Wonder Woman fight. Side note, I liked how they managed to conceal Wonder Woman's face most of the time, as they are still working on fixing her face.
Become blurred.
Okay, now let's talk about the factions of Injustice 2. At the end, you see 4 characters facing off against one another, similar to how the announcement trailer ended. I have to remind you that in the traditional sense of things, these characters are considered heroes. However, since this is Injustice, and everything is not what it seems, we could be looking at 4 new factions here guys, and I would elaborate more on this in the next few videos. Just bear in mind that all of them are neither wrong nor right, because each character is just trying to adapt to the situation differently, where they believe that this is the correct or righteous way to act. There wouldn't be an absolute right or absolute wrong in this game. Now back to the trailer.
Perhaps it is time for them to be redrawn.
Would Brainiac use this opportunity of superheroes infighting to his advantage by finally capturing Earth? If the narrator is Brainiac, it would show his ambition to create more hatred against the different factions of Injustice 2. Furthermore, is Darkseid orchestrating all of this? Whatever it is, I suspect that someone is pulling the strings behind all of this conflict. I hope that this video provided new insights about the game and helped to explain a little more about the fascinating world of Injustice 2. Remember to subscribe for future analysis videos like these, and in the meantime, why don't you check out some of my Injustice 2 mobile videos to see how Injustice 2 Mobile can revolutionize mobile gaming. We are also on Facebook, so be sure to follow us there too. Thanks for watching.